Hi everyone, my name is Mehdi Mirfata and I'm recording this orientation to get you started with your class.
Welcome to your math class.
When you log into Canvas and you click on the home page, you would see this page here that I'm sharing with everyone right now. The attendance to all the Zoom meetings is not mandatory, is optional. However, if you are planning to join these meetings, please be here on time. And you also need to participate throughout the entire session. I would record all the sessions, and then you can see a copy of that under Confirm Zoom Event Recording. So as soon as I'm done with this session here, you would see a copy of archive of this session there. I'm going to explore the syllabus. Some of you probably already done that. Very first thing you want to do is submit your bio in the class discussions, and also view this clip of video. It says how to prepare your portfolio for this class. I'm not going to collect your portfolio. However, that would be the excellent way to organize all your assignments. Most of the assignments that are going to be in your portfolio has to be submitted through the discussion forums. I'm going to go over that as well. And there's a clip of videos here as how to register for My Lab and Mastery. That's what we are using for this class. You don't really need the physical textbook. You would get the ebook and all the class assignments once you register for this. One thing is really important is to email me from class. When you click on the inbox here, you can email me with your questions. The best way to post your questions would be if you post them in the discussion forums. That way everyone in class can see that, and they might even answer you before I get to it. But if it's a personal questions, make sure you email me. If you're emailing me your questions, please make sure to include your phone number and available time in there in case if it's emergency, I can call you right away. Most of the time I can answer you via email. Let's take a look at the second item that you need to view. It says how to prepare the portfolio. For your class, there's no DLA or workshop, so ignore that part. There are three of my students are demonstrating their bios in this clip of video, and it shows how they can organize their portfolio to go over and prepare for the exams. Regarding the DLA and workshop, you don't have to do that. But Math Success Center also would be available to you to ask questions, or they also offer online tutoring there. Please take advantage of that. We also have actually 24/7 online tutoring available this semester. And let's take a look at how to post your bio. So if you click on the class discussion, you can see it in here. Also, the discussion classes appears in the menu to your left. When you click on this one, it should take you to the discussions. You would see where you can post your bios. You get 3 points for this activity. One would be for posting your bio. The second one is to post a picture, or preferably your picture, in there. And third points would be when you reply to someone in class. The primary reason for this is, of course, to introduce yourself and get to know each other. But also to the reason I'm asking you to post a picture is because we're going to use this method here to, if you have questions, you can just take a picture of that math questions and post them in the forums. A lot easier than using the math characters, which is also available in these forums. Also, when you're ready to post your summary sheets or post your solution to the practice test, you need to also take a picture of that and post them this way. So when you click on the forum, these 3 dots would show you the rubrics, which I mentioned earlier. You can view the rubrics and how you get those 3 points. So you can say show rubrics, and it explains how you get points for this assignment. And here there's a video as how to embed your picture in the forum. You just have to basically put it on your file. If you go to your account, the one where you can see your picture, you can create a folders there and put all the pictures you want in there, and then call those pictures to post it anywhere in the class discussions. All the lectures already been recorded and are in the Multimedia Library. Also, all the lectures that we have throughout the publisher is under the publisher's Multimedia Library, which I'm going to show you how to access those. The new lectures from here on also going to be added to the Multimedia Library, also would be added to my YouTube channel. It would be the best to subscribe to that channel, so when I put the announcement or new video lecture, then you would be able to get the alert right away and also view them on your gadgets. And I'll show you how to do that in a moment when we get to that portion. So over here, just you want to bookmark this URL here, which is onlineteaching.com. This is my website, and then it says /collegealgebra.asp. All the class information material for your class is under this page here. You can get to this page without login. If you're posting your math question, you can also use this icon here. It looks like square root of x. If you click on that, it would enable you to post and compose a math formula and then submit it there. So that's another way to post your math questions. But perhaps the best would be to just embed a picture of that there. Let's go ahead and go back to the discussions. So in addition to the bios, you also see a place where you can post your math questions. It says post your math question for different chapters. You have it available. Q&A would be the best place, like I said, to post your general questions here so everyone in class can see them. This is where you post your practice test from the Multimedia Library. And this would be where you posting your summary sheets. As you go over these video lectures, you should take notes like you're sitting in the classroom. And at the same time, you want to have a sheet, call it summary sheet, and start selecting all the really important points from your notes into that summary sheets. You should really do this in parallel with taking notes, so you don't have to go back and do this later. So like today, actually, when you're taking notes with what we're talking about, you should have a page called summary sheet next to you and start collecting things that are really, really important and you want to recall. So those are the pages that you should go into your portfolio and also post it in these forums. So this is how we use forums to communicate and post some of the assignments and ask math questions. For any personal questions, you can use this inbox here on Canvas and send your questions there. And again, include your phone number, available time, so I can contact you as needed. All right, under the announcements, you would see all the important announcements. You want to view this page regularly. You don't see all these announcements right now, but it would reveal to you at the proper time. Like one of the announcements here about 24/7 online tutoring. The other announcement was about a welcoming page. These links would take you to Math Success Center, where you can access their tutoring service, online tutoring service, and they also have after-hours tutoring service, like I mentioned earlier. So under announcement, also you would see a welcome page, which is very similar to the first page, the home page, where we would ask you again to post your bios and view all those information that we talked about. Okay. So I'm going to jump right into the syllabus quickly. You just want to cut and paste this calendar part of the syllabus and post it in the first page of your portfolio. That way you don't have to log into Canvas every time you want to know what section you have to be on. This is a proposed schedule. You can move ahead with this schedule. It would be a good idea, especially for the beginning chapters, which are simpler and mostly review, to move on quicker so you can spend more time in the more difficult sections. So over here, as you can see, for the first week, you should complete at least 3 sections, and you'd see the whole schedule here. And you can see that you have a grading policy. Grading policy shows you how many points you get for each activities. You would have online homework assignment in my mastering. You can access the homework assignments after the due dates. For some assignments, you would get deducted some points if you submit them late. But for the major tests, so once we get to the online test, we're going to have 4 of them and 1 final. This you only can take it 1 time during the time that is indicated in the syllabus. So make sure you're ready for that and give yourself 3 hours at least to start the test and complete them. The multimedia library also can be accessed from various locations, including in this page here, which I'm going to explore in a moment. And as you can see, you would get points for completing the practice test and post them in the discussion forum. Summary sheets, you get points for doing that. Summary sheet, this would be kind of like your participation and attendance. Once you submit your summary sheet, that indicates that you're following the course, and the lectures I have there, so it would be kind of like your attendance. And other material from the syllabus would include the calculator. You can use any calculator really for this class. Technical support would be a good place to refer to in case if you have a problem with Pearson. They have a 24/7 customer support for Pearson, Canvas, and Zoom. So these are the information there. And another thing is, if you find any broken link or things that are not clear, please email me right away. I had to actually make sure that literally 1,000 links on this website to work properly. So if anything is missed, please let me know right away so I can fix it for you. Class assignments also would be a good place to kind of see the steps you need to take to complete each chapter. As you can see, it says to view the PowerPoint presentations and go over the lectures, examples, and do the online assignments and post your work on the forums, and also view the clip of video about how to put your portfolio together. Actually, when you get to this page here, how to prepare your portfolio, it would direct you to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/online teaching. This is the channel that you can subscribe to get the alert of all the new sessions that you're planning to put together here for you. This is the link that I ask you to bookmark. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that right now to show you what that link would look like. So if you are in your syllabus and class assignments, you would see the link will take you to the Multimedia Library. Also, you can see that link at the side of the Canvas. As you can see, I separated these by modules. I also put the steps here as how to get to each modules and complete them. So I'm going to click on the module 1 to see how this has been organized. As you can see, there's a red arrow here. The reason I put it here is so you know where to start. You really want to start from opening these PowerPoint presentations. So you open each of these. Okay, when you open this PowerPoint presentation, you can flip through each page of those and start taking notes. If you get confused on any part of these, you want to go ahead and open the video lectures of those. So you open the PowerPoint presentation and you open the video lecture, and you can fast forward the video lecture to the point where you might have a question or it's not clear for you. These are the PowerPoint presentations. These are the video lecture of these PowerPoint presentations. Now, these are the examples and videos that in your Pearson site. For your convenience, I also post them here. So when you are done with each section, going over my presentations, you should also view the publisher presentations, but you can also access these from the Multimedia Library in the package in your Pearson site. Okay, and then once you're done with that, you do the same thing for the next chapter, and then you be ready to start the practice test. You print this practice test, you work it out, you compare your answer with my solutions, and you take a picture of that and you post it in the discussion forums for this part. And then you would see also the step-by-step video solutions for each problem in the practice test. That's why you need to compare your answers with those solutions, make sure they're all correct, and then post them there. Okay, that would be like end of module 1. Of course, before you get into the practice test, you should complete the homework assignments from Pearson before the due dates. You can access the homework assignments after due dates, but for the test, after you finishing this practice test, you want to take a test online. In Pearson, you also have another online practice test, which I strongly recommend to complete that before you actually completing your test, because that practice test is very similar to the actual test and also very similar to this practice test. So you do a hard copy practice test, you go online and take another practice test, and then you take the actual test. The actual test is the one that you only can take at one time. The other ones you can take it as many times you like to get ready. If you have any questions, you can post them in the discussion forums. The attendance for any of the sessions not mandatory, is optional. However, again, if you want to join the session, you need to join on time and participate throughout the entire session. Once you're able to follow the assignments like I showed you up to this point, end of module 1, pretty much you do the same thing for the rest of the chapters the same way. You do chapter 2 and 3 the same way, and so on. All right, so my lab and mastering, when you log into this page here, you would get access to all the class material. You also from the publisher, and also Multimedia Library is the one I showed you earlier. You can see your grades here. Your grades also get integrated from Pearson to Canvas. So when you're completing assignments in Pearson, you should be able to also see your grades in on Canvas and also at the Pearson site. And there are some links here that are populated here from the schools. We can explore them. Let's see what else is missing. Online tutoring, also the link is available right here where you can log in to Math Success Center's resources right there. That will take you to the Canvas shelter of Math Success Center actually. And what I'm going to do right now is go to my lab and mastering right there. When you sign up for this, you would see a page like this. You can go right into the assignments, or you can go to the home page. Those of you logged in with the temporary access code, the 14 days, make sure you click on your account. You have to go to your account, and then you can see the countdown at how many days left, and then you need to just purchase that access code there before those due dates. It's the best to do that before it's expired. So make sure you take care of that right away. And again, if you have any questions, you can contact the 24/7 technical support. If you do that, make sure to write down the incident number and send it to me if you still have a problem with them. That way I can follow up for you. All right, so let me go ahead and log into course home. When you log in to your course, you might see a slightly different format here as a student. But as you can see, you see all those homework assignments here. A study plan also is available to you. It's optional. When you do a problem as a homework or test, this program would generate study plan for you, and you can work on that. Okay, so you would see this menu here once you log into Pearson site. The one I was going to show you was the Multimedia Library right here. If you click on the Multimedia Library, this is their Multimedia Library. Is slightly different from mine, but here you can find, let's say you're in chapter 6, inverse, and you want to see some information about, let's say, log. You can pick any sections, and you can click on select all, and then it says find now, and that would bring up all the resources available for that section. As you can see, they have their own multimedia library. They have their PowerPoints here. You can bring this PowerPoint up. It will take you to the ebook on that section right there. All the video lectures, like I said, some of these video lectures are already posted in the other multimedia library, but you might see more of these here. So all the information for that section is right in here. Okay, so when you're ready to take the assignments, online homework assignments. And let's say you're ready to do the first one, 1.1. As you can see, there's a due date next to each of those. Okay. You notice that you cannot start these because you have to watch these videos, at least open them. So in order for me to get to these, now these are also the same as some of those videos in the multimedia library, but in this one, it would force you to actually open it and view them. And when you open it, you see the check mark in front of them, the assignments here, and then let's just pick the first one. For each homework assignments, once it opens, there is a link for question help. So actually, I'm working with multiple monitors here, and some of these been open in other monitors. So I'm going to go ahead and get to that.
We're going to practice using the midpoint formula. In part A,
I'm going to pause that one. This was one of the lectures that was opened. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to open up one of the problems here. This is like problem number 2. You can actually click on this little arrow down here to see the list of the problems. You can jump to any of those problems from right there as well. But as you can see, there's a question help. When you click on the question help, you have one option called help me solve this, and the other option is view an example. Now, if you click on help me solve this, it would go through step by step, ask questions as how to solve this problem, and it would change the problem to another problem. I like the option of view an example because if you click on this option here, it would show you an example very similar to this one and go over step by step as how to solve this problem by clicking continue. And then you can kind of close this one and work on the same problem. You can also send your questions to me directly from here if you get stuck, and then move on to the next one. So all the homework assignment, let me just randomly pick another one, like question number 8. Okay, so this is another question. As you can see, a question help is right here. It says, help me solve this, view an example. If you click on view an example on this one again, you click on step-by-step solution as how to do each of these problems. So you don't really have to look for someone to explain this. If you get stuck with any of them, it's right there. And of course, you can send it to the discussion forum or directly to me, or contact the 24/7 tutoring service as needed. And then you save that page, and then you'll be done with that part. You can close these and finish it later for the homework. We'll ask you to, are you sure you want to finish? Yeah, you're gonna log out of this one, and when you come back to this, it would remember which one you've done, and you can continue. However, for the test, you only can take it one time. And so you can also separate this here. These are, instead of looking at all the assignments, you can just see the test. So as you can see, these are the tests that you need to take, all the assigned tests. And also, when you go to the homework part, if you scroll down here, you would see all the homework assignments here. Okay. So we have the homework assignments and the test. All of them are here for you to complete. I'm going to go back to the, I see, Rosa, you have your hands up. You have a question?
Yeah, before the test, will you be holding a review session?
Yes, like I said, before the test, I would offer a review session. Also, the best way to prepare for that test is when you go to Pearson, you see a practice test, which is almost the same as the test that you're going to take, with all the solutions, step-by-step solution like I showed you. And also the practice test, as you can see here in the Multimedia Library. I'm going to go back to that once again. When you go to the Multimedia Library page where I showed you earlier, this page here, you see how at the end of the chapters, you see a practice test? The test, the online practice test also is similar to this. This one, you can go over the solutions. If you click on that, it will take you to my YouTube channels. And then from here you can view the solutions of that part. Okay, so if you click on that, I write the equation of the line. You go step by step solutions to those problems. So yes, I do offer sessions before the major exams. However, if you feel that you need more help on anything, just communicate with me. Just email me from class and let me know what it is that you still can't follow. But the best would be to post your question in the discussion forum first, so we can make a list of the topics or questions that you might have. And when we log in, we concentrate on those areas. Again, you do have a 24/7 online tutoring available as well. You can ask a tutor to join you anytime. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Your questions. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, you know what to do. Start working on the assignments. Pay good attention to the due dates, please, okay? Because once those due dates pass, you cannot get to those assignments. You really need to catch up with those. Any question you have, put it on the discussion forum or email me.
Now log into your class, read all the class announcements, start the class assignments, and email all your questions from class.